Manchester's favorite way to wake up, 6:30 to 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
The Morning Show, live with Holly and Josh on Thunder Radio.
Good morning, everybody. I think we're live now. That's my code word for Holly to stop cussing. When I say good morning, everybody, time for her to shut her mouth. Not really. Usually she's not even in here by then.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see who all's on over here this morning. Philip batting lead off. Morning, Jana, Pam, Shannon. Welcome our special guest host, Robbie.
Good morning. Good morning.
Robbie's going to host with us today and tomorrow in place of Holly, and Dr. Sarah Adams is going to host with us on Thursday.
Cool, man.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of pharmaceutical degree to
That's
be
right.
on with me. We only accept the best. Groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm over here playing with all Holly's toys.
Well, she said to tell the guests to play with the toys. So, opportunity is yours. All right, let's see if I can muddle my way through this. You're about to find out how much work I usually don't do, because this is Holly's thing. She did send me some stats to use, though, so I'm pretty pumped about it. I don't know where they're at. I don't have time to get that organized before we start. They're around here somewhere. Good Tuesday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors, brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle, right here in Manchester. One of the finest surgeons that ever was. 482 Interstate Drive, right across the street from Unity Medical Center. That's Dr. James Van Winkle. We got a busy show today. Holly is gone. We're going to talk trash the whole time. She's not here. We have guest co-hosts today, tomorrow, and Wednesday as she is making the trip to New York City. And we're going to try to check in with her. We're going to try our best to check in with her at some point today, but she's headed to the airport. We will for sure check in with her tomorrow morning from the Big Apple. But before we do all those things, quick weather check for you. Mid-50s outside the Unity Medical Center studios right now. Headed for a high of about 83 to 85 today. It's going to be warm out there. South breeze at 5 to 10. Chamber of Commerce weather, I call it. Going to be a great day. We had a little rain shower yesterday at my house. I think it rained 7 drops. I don't think we're going to get any of that today. 60 overnight tonight, and then more warm weather ahead, even maybe flirting with the 90s towards the end of the week. We'll talk about that later on with our full weather forecast towards the back end of this opening segment. But on that note, I do believe it's time that we move on. I've got a busy show. We still got a lot of our normal things. 2 Reels and a Fake returns today. We haven't had the last couple of weeks because we've had guests on. That is back. I've done some of my best writing, and it's perfect because Robbie's here today. He's our guest co-host. We'll talk about him in just a minute. And we also have Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Tune is lined up in here. We'll still do the national days and all the things. But before we do that, let's welcome in the other half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. It's Robbie.
Hey,
I don't have a grand introduction.
I
was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Robbie. I've got Holly's introduction here, so the brains of the operation, the planner, organizer. That's not
none of that.
Welcome in the former radio weather meteorologist.
That's correct.
And also pretty good musician and pharmacist, Robbie Monahan.
Well, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
And I had to rep my Westwood.
He does got his Westwood hat on.
We were actually picked by Westwood in the Lemonade Day draft. So
okay.
I had to rep my Westwood Rockets this morning.
I like the Lemonade Day draft was a big deal.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was pretty pumped. I think we moved up the draft board a little bit.
Okay.
So
some trades were happening.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Robbie.
Good to be here.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I asked Jim the other day how everything was going. He's like, "Can you believe they're having come all the way up to New York?"
I know, right? I know, it's wild. I can't wait to see how it all goes. But I think I reckon they got all day today once they're flatlands, and then all tomorrow until about 1:30 to kind of roam around and do what they like. So
that's awesome.
They're gonna go up there.
Killer content, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I know. I told her, I said, you video everything. I mean everything. I said, I don't want you walking up to people on the street saying any hootie and all that mess because I want to see how they respond to that up there. Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the southern Middle Tennessee community. Holly's not here, but life does go on. We are 1 day away from the early voting start. That is tomorrow. So I know a lot of talk about this election, this primary, a lot of really contested races on the Republican side of the primary. And that starts tomorrow. So you can early vote April the 15th through the 30th. We are 2 days away from our political forum. That is Thursday night at the church at 117. And you're welcome to show up to that. It starts at 5:30, or you can listen right here on Thunder Radio. That's presented by Steve Jernigan Realty. When it comes to early voting, all that's done at the Election Commission. Then on Election Day, May the 5th, you'd be at your voting precinct on that day. But I do encourage you to learn a little bit about your candidates and know and understand the process. If you walk in there, you'll have to pick Republican primary or Democratic primary. You can't vote in both of those. And so if you pick Democratic primary, you're not going to see some of these races that are on the Republican side, like sheriff, and you'll see them, but you won't see some of the candidates you've seen out there. I don't think there are any contested Democratic primaries. I don't think. Don't hold me to that. Most of them are on the Republican side for this one. And then some other candidates that are independents that you may have heard, like, say, Mark Messick running for mayor or something like that. Is an independent. He won't be on the ballot this time, so I don't want people to be confused about that. You'll see him in August against the winner of the Republican primary for mayor and the winner of the Democratic primary for mayor, which will be the Mr. Rozier. There's no competition there. So it can get confusing if you're not sure, what's going on. It's confusing for me, and I'm a little bit involved.
Yeah.
And I mean a little bit involved. I'm not as involved as I used to be, but I do know who's running and where they're going and all those things. But I tune into the political debate or forum on Thursday night, April the 16th. Other things of note, we are 32 days away from the 5th Annual Thundies Sports Awards and 38 days away from the end of school. I feel like this year is flying by.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the middle of April.
Man, it feels like my kids are grown adults by now. When they were younger, I don't know, it felt like it took a lot longer to get through the school year, but I was talking about that to Katie the other day. I was like, she said they're about done with school. I was like, oh, you mean spring break? She's like, no, that's already happened. So I'm like, where was I?
Where were you at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the days are long, but the years fly by, right? That's what they say. But it feels that, I don't know if it's the warmer weather, because we've had, I don't remember a stretch of February, March into April that has been this nice.
Yeah.
Like we've had, a few cold snaps, obviously, but it has been really nice.
Yeah. Would you call it unseasonably warm?
Unseasonably warm. That's the terminology I would use.
My meteorology background.
Yeah. Plenty of ways to catch the show today. AM 1320, FM 1079, FM 1067 on our terrestrial radio, worldwide Manchester Go app, and thunder1320.com. You can watch on the Carmine Family Dental cameras on Facebook and YouTube, and we got people watching over there. Sarah wants to know if Robbie's even awake right now.
About 7:15, I'll be awake. Yes.
Yes, and Leslie's a big Robbie fan, says Love Russ. So we're glad that Robbie's here today to fill in. Now, Holly does national days here. This is where she jumps in with the national days, and some of these are wild.
Like national holidays?
Well, it's not holidays.
Well, I mean, but if it's like, hug your cat day.
Yeah, those things. It's the national days. The national, I don't know what you call them, recognition days?
Okay.
Not holidays. But
as you read them out, I'll let you know if I think they're dumb or
they're
not.
they're all dumb.
Okay.
Most of them. Now, number one, it's a shame Holly's not here today because it's National Pecan Day or Pecan Day.
Okay, I was about to say.
It depends on where you're from, I suppose. I said pecan forever, and then I married somebody from Georgia,
right,
who says pecan, and I just randomly started saying pecan because she told me to.
I always said pecan, and then I watched a Reese Witherspoon movie, and I've said pecan ever since.
Yeah, gotcha. Same thing. And so, it's National Pecan Day. Pecan. There's about 3 different ways to do it. Love pecan pie. So I'm all for this celebration here.
I'm okay with that one. It's a food.
Yes. Look up at the Sky Day.
See, now we're back to stupid. Like,
just look up.
What idiot put that on a calendar?
Encourages taking a moment to appreciate the sky, the clouds, and the stars, Robbie. Yes.
It's so stupid.
So later on, you need to go out. I feel like I celebrate this every day, though. I love a good sunrise. I get to catch a lot of them on the way into the studio. I love a good sunset. We got pretty views out where we live. I'm all about that. So I feel like I celebrate National Sky Day all the time. I don't get to see the stars often because I go to bed early, but I do get to see them sometimes. Anyway.
You say you pee in a can, you eat a pecan.
Yeah, well, whatever. Whatever
Thanks,
you want
James.
to say. Yeah. Seriously, there's a lot of brain power in this room right now. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We're going to solve the world's problems today. It's National Dolphin Day, raising awareness for these intelligent marine mammals.
I think we're pretty aware.
You can go to the beach. There's going to the beach, and then there's going to the beach and seeing dolphins. And it doesn't matter how many times, and you just see them. You just see them breach for like half a second. But if you're at the beach and you see a dolphin, everyone is required to point and say, "Ooh, dolphins!"
Dolphins. I mean,
every time.
We had Flipper. I think if you ask a general person what the smartest animal is, they'll either say dolphin or an elephant. I think we're aware.
Yeah, I loved. But if you're at the beach and you see one, it is required. Nobody trained you to do that. You didn't learn from it. That's just what you do. I got to I got to paddleboard near some dolphins last fall break. It's pretty cool experience. I mean, again, they just kind of swim right on by. They don't.
You got to be out there a ways to
acknowledge
see
you.
dolphins.
I wasn't too far out. No, I mean, I was maybe 150 yards or so. It
That's
wasn't
pretty-
that.
that's pretty
It wasn't
far.
that bad. They were pretty close.
If you're a good 7 iron away from the land, that's a little further than I want to be.
You're not a paddleboarder.
No, no. I'm not built for the beach, Josh.
You don't get in the water.
Very rarely.
How far out do you go?
The apartment that we rent for the weekend.
You don't go. You don't go any further out than that.
I'm there to drive Katie and the kids to the beach, and then I
Okay.
sit in the air conditioning. I'll go play golf occasionally, and I will go down for the obligatory like afternoon photo.
Okay.
I
With
hate
the
sand.
sunset or whatever. Oh, you don't do sand. All right.
No, I think sand is the landscape of hell.
Okay. Well, that's one way to put it. Here's a good one. Are you ready for this one? These national days or something. National Ex-Spouse Day
Oh, I'm not going to touch that.
encourages forgiveness and moving forward after a divorce.
Nah. And that seems like the really PC way to name that. Whatever it was originally named, that you couldn't say on the radio.
Yeah. Well, and I felt like this was designed by mediators
Mm-hmm.
across the world. Let's see here. This is one you can get behind. It's National Gardening Day, which is good because in the South, I'm sure you've probably heard April 15th is kind of the
Mhm.
day
Mm-hmm.
where you're supposed to, which is tomorrow. Well, that's kind of the cutoff for the last frost of the
Yeah.
year, which I think we've seen weeks ago.
And I think what they
We're not
say
going
in,
to see another frost.
like in McMinnville, I think the nursery programs do like 40% of their business. What is it in the 6-week period or whatever
Okay.
for the year?
So it's National Gardening Day. So if you're going to put out a garden, now's the time. And I had a couple good tillers on Swap and Shop yesterday. So if you need to get
did they call in during this show?
No, they called in during Swap and Shop.
Okay.
He's been trying to sell them tillers for about a year now, so hoping somebody gets those. But yeah, we tried to do a garden one year. Holly and our neighbor, I'm not going to name any names, rhymes with Hensick. So they decided they were going to do a garden. They were each going to do one. They had a friend that come over with a tractor and like tilled up this garden. I was like, well, fine, I ain't got to do any work. Sure, put your garden out, whatever you want to do. But she was a little impatient and wanted to start planting things at the end of March because you had some nice days. And I said, hey, April 15th, you
Mhm.
wait. And she put things out there where she went, of course, and she's also so impatient, she can't wait on the things to grow.
Oh yeah.
So she went and bought things that already had sprouted, whatever those are at the store, and planted those. And sure enough, right about April the 14th, we dropped down to about 27 one night, zapped everything, killed it all. And now I rattle the fillings out of my teeth going over that spot in the lawnmower. So we've not done it again. So it's just this bumpy spot. There was no garden all year.
Level it back out.
It was nothing. It was just nothing. It was just dead plants for the summer and weeds. And that's what it is now.
We planted an above ground garden, and I think we grew one misshapen gourd of some kind. It was all that would grow.
Sarah
We're
wants to
terrible.
know if you can make a dolphin sound.
No, that's not a.
That didn't sound like a dolphin.
I don't know.
I
I don't know what they sound
That's like
like.
a bird.
Whatever.
International Moment of Laughter Day encourages laughter to reduce stress.
International though.
International.
Did
yeah,
we
this is
agreed with
Iran?
other countries?
Iran's doing this
Iran,
too.
yeah.
Iran and the United States will come together today for International Moment of Laughter Day during their peace talks.
At Donald Trump's Jesus photo.
Reach. He's a doctor, Robbie. It's a doctor. Reach as high as you can day This is a day for setting high goals and aspirations.
Yeah,
Never think about that.
That's dumb.
Hmm.
Like you're only as tall as you are, right? I can reach higher than you.
Yeah, I can't reach very high.
Is what it is.
I'm 5'10". I tell people I'm 5'11", but I'm not. I am 5'10". Children with Alopecia Day, raising awareness for children with hair loss, which that is a thing out there. That's something we can
that's
bring
sweet.
awareness to. I'm all about that. National Library Workers Day. None of ours are working because there's mold or something. But there's librarians out there.
You know, I didn't realize
been to the
that
library.
last. I'm not. I don't know. I don't read. Like, I mean, I can, but I don't have the attention span to read.
You don't read? Okay.
I'm learning. I mean,
learning to read. That's good.
I'm learning to enjoy reading. I didn't realize librarian. I met a librarian and spoke to her. Didn't realize how long they had to go to school and study to do that job. I mean, it's intense.
The Dewey Decimal System. I learned about that in elementary school. I feel like I have my
I want a card
librarian
catalog
degree.
in my house.
Pan American Day celebrates the ties between American nations. And
Again, we're back with Iran again.
yes,
We're laughing.
now listen, I'm gonna be like Holly here and not know how to say a word, and so you're gonna have to help me. Maybe you know it. Okay, it's a disease. Chagas, Chagas.
I should know how to say that.
Yeah, aren't you a doctor or something?
I think it's
Chagas,
a long A.
Chagas,
Chagas. It's like
It's a short
yogging.
A.
It's a
Chagas. So the
soft
guy who
J.
can't read is helping me read this
Yes.
word. Chagas. Disease Day recognizes the neglected tropical disease. I don't know what that is. Are you looking that up?
Yeah, I am.
Chagas. What is that disease? We need to bring awareness to it. Apparently, I don't know what
It's
it
a
is.
tropical parasitic disease.
Okay. So you probably don't come across that much
No.
here at Markham's Farm.
Yeah, no, we don't have a lot of need for that.
A lot of people getting stuff filled for that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bet ivermectin take care of it.
Yeah. Take care of a little bit of everything. All right. Well, that does our national days in. Library Workers Day is one.
It's National Drink Hot Dog Water Day.
Is it?
No, I just made that
okay,
up. That's the kind of stupid stuff people come up with.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's all I've got for national days. I feel like I did a pretty good job.
I think you
getting
did
through that.
amazing.
I found it all on my own, and Holly did not help me with that at all. For those of you tuning in, Holly's not here. It's
Yeah.
Robbie.
Don't adjust your dial.
You're on the right station. She is on her way to the airport right now. She should be there soon. And Robbie has found the toys, but she's on the way to the airport, and she is going to she's going to get
I
on
just
a
wanted to ring the
plane.
bell.
And we're going to try. Listen, we're going to try to connect with Holly at about 8 or a little after to get an update. She should be in the airport at that point, but we're not sure if we're going to, depending on where she's at, through security.
Does she make friends in the airport? Does she just go up and talk to
She's
people?
not going to talk to anybody.
Okay.
No. But we're going to try to get an update. If we can't, we are going to get her on in the morning. She's going to join us from New York City. And I'm pumped about it. She's supposed to be sending us videos because she is going to be a fish out of water here. She is going to come back with so many I Heart New York items.
I just
Pins, hats, shirts.
I want to see her and Miss Shimwell just go around and redo the old Pace Picante sauce videos, like going New York City.
Yes. Have you been to New York
I've
City?
not. Katie wants to go. I don't really want to get. I mean, it's super crowded.
Yeah, you sound like me.
Yeah.
See, I'm pumped about this idea that she's going to go with Barbara Shimwell. 'Cause
Correct.
now she gets to take the trip to New York City she's been wanting to take,
Yes.
and I don't have to go.
I'm happy to
or,
fund it.
or pay for it. I ain't
Oh,
gonna pay
see,
for it.
you
No,
you got like the perfect situation.
no, I'm not. No, this is paid for by the network that she's going on. So she is going, flight, hotel covered, and she's just paying for food. So I'm like, I don't have to pay for this trip, and you get to go and do it, and I don't have to go. I'm excited about this for her. Now, the only danger is she likes it a lot. I mean, I want her to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I wanted her, but she likes it a lot. But it's like, man, I really needed 2 more days, and
Mhm.
then it's going to be, hey, when are we going to go up there for 3 or 4 days? And I don't. That's the
Yeah.
danger we're in right now.
I would like to go. Like, I would like to see a play in Broadway. Is that like
Yeah.
in New York?
Yeah.
But the idea of being in New York, not
No,
really a
I
fan.
don't want to do that. Janice says, I bet her anxiety is through the roof right now. Yeah, 100%. And Dana wants to know if she is drugged in order to fly. Yeah, she is. Just a smidge below felonious amounts of Xanax, I think.
Yeah, that's the only way to travel.
Are you scared to fly?
A little bit. So I didn't get on an airplane until my first flight was after I graduated pharmacy school. And I sat next to a pastor. I love this story, and I was freaking out a little bit. Katie and I were traveling down to get on a cruise.
Okay.
And I was like, well,
Odd for a guy who doesn't like the ocean.
yeah, I'm okay to be in the ocean. Again, no sand in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
But I was like talking to him, and I said, well, I feel a lot better. I don't believe the Lord's going to take this plane down with, one of his men on it here, Pastor. And he just looked at me and he said, Scripture says, for lo, I am with you. It says nothing about high.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't help at all.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I
Then
appreciate you
yeah.
saying that right there.
So then I took my Xanax and went right to sleep.
Yeah. Just took a little nap. I love to fly.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I just had to fly the other day, and I was in the exit row seat because I'm long legged that I paid extra for now.
Okay.
And I asked for the little seatbelt extension. I could do it without it, but it's just more comfortable with it. And the lady said, well, I can't give you one. If you need one, you're not really able to help. And I looked, and it was me, like 2 sleepy little old ladies, and like a couple of like 100-pound college girls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in an emergency, who do you really think you're going to turn to here, ma'am? Like, can I please have the seatbelt?
Who's going to help?
Yeah. But she said no. So
all right.
I just made it work.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't know you had to pay extra for.
Well, you
legroom?
can, yeah. Like now on the Southwest flights, now that
Okay.
they do assigned seating, they're going to charge you, for the extra seat. So a little extra leg room's like $39. It's worth it.
Okay.
me.
Yeah. But I wouldn't need it. I'm short.
Yeah.
I'm a short guy. Luckily for me, I don't have long
Well, I
legs.
need hip room. I have childbearing hips.
Yeah.
So it is massively tight in those things.
Now Robbie's found Holly's toys, and we're going to allow him to play with them throughout the show.
She likes like squishy, tactile toys.
Yeah, well, she's a nervous type, so she's
Okay.
always squeezing on things like fidgets or fidget spinners, if you will.
Yeah, a 2 foot long banana.
I think it's 18 inches. Is that, I don't know, maybe 2 feet. It's a pretty big banana. Yeah, it's a pretty good sized banana. All right, but we'll try to check in with Holly throughout the show or later on. Or at least let you guys know if she's made it to the airport, and our plane doesn't take off till after the show. We are at 54 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios. Let me get you guys a full weather forecast. Going to be in the mid 80s today, 83 to 85, mostly sunny. Going to be beautiful out there. Overnight tonight down around 60, Wednesday 84, Thursday around 83, and we see a rain chance reintroduced on Thursday. 40% chance of an afternoon shower. We could certainly use it. It's been dry around here. 86 to 88 on Friday. They kind of backed off early. Yesterday, they were closer to the 90-degree mark. We'll see what happens there. And then on Saturday, 85 with a 30% chance of showers. And then we have one of these winters coming in on Sunday. The high is going to be in the mid-60s and down around 40 Sunday night, then back up to 70 on Monday. So I don't know which winter this is. I don't know what's next.
Yeah.
Are you good at keeping up with that
No,
stuff?
the whole blackberry winter and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No.
I know we've had redbud and dogwood. Whatever's after that, I'll have to look that up.
Like when you have your first grandchild, they send you a packet of that stuff to
Yeah,
memorize.
that's when and then you just know it.
Yeah.
And you also know all the birds. You know every bird that there is out
Blue
there.
tit.
Yes, you know all of the birds. Weather forecast brought to you by our friends at Baker Brothers, your hometown pharmacy since 1928. 98 years later, and they are still locally owned. Dr. Sarah Adams and her staff ready to treat you like people and patients, not just some number like the big box guys. Refills available by phone, text, and online. Enjoy the local pharmacy feel at Baker Brothers, just off the square in downtown Manchester. Morning show here till 8:30.
Managing pain takes a dedicated team. Pain management at the Manchester Royal Health Clinic has
There we go. Yeah, Robbie's got the bell over there, Sarah. It's there.
She also said,
Yeah.
I scare easily, and she's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Are you a little scared?
Yeah. I will punch you in the throat and not mean to.
That sounds like you sound a lot like Holly in a way.
Yeah. It's
Very
not a good-
nervous, very scared.
Not a good idea to scare a large gun-toting human being.
Right? Yeah, no, you probably don't want to do that.
That's what my wife learned.
You shoot her?
No, but I
Okay.
didn't draw on it. Like,
Oh.
I didn't. It never cleared, but I reached.
Okay.
Put it that way. I reached.
Okay.
And then she scared me one time when I was in the shower, and I just reacted and actually ripped the temperature selector and everything off the wall of the shower.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
flailing arms. Yes, Phil, I have the bell. And I realized a moment ago I rang the bell at like an inappropriate time. I just rang it because I was playing with the toys. And it happened to be at a time when Josh and I were commenting on the size of that banana.
Oh yeah.
And no, it was when you said she likes her toys. That's what
Oh
it was.
yes, yes.
And I rang the bell and I was like, oh,
You gotta be careful over there.
apologies.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, we have the bell set up for people
Misconstrued.
new to the show. It's a that's what she said bell. When we first started the show, we were pretty adolescent about it, and we just started blurting out that's what she said all the time.
Mhm.
And we was like, we got to find a way to get around that. So instead, we just ring that bell, and most people don't know what it means, and that's great for radio. And people don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm told that's Radio 101 to not do that. So that's what we do. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will actually do my best to be on top of the bell.
There you go.
Actually, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it out.
Let's see here. What else you got? Coming up next, which is always kind of interesting.
I don't know how much money I have to pay Ben Loman to run fiber out to my house, but I'm ready to pay for it myself.
Yeah. Where do you live?
We're in Indian Springs,
Indian Springs.
over off of Hills Chapel.
Oh yeah. I
So
don't know
it's
if you
like-
can get it over there.
But-
I don't understand the rules.
I don't either, but
about
like,
that
it's
kind of
coming.
thing. Are they going to get it over there? They
Yeah.
should, I know they had some expansions coming
Right.
up.
Well, I know, and obviously they got the hospital first and all that,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. So
We've had it for a while here.
Yeah.
I think WMSR was like the first fiber customer.
really,
Years
we've got it at
ago.
the pharmacy, and it's.
I love it. We have it at home. I
Yeah.
think we've had in 6 years. We've had 2 outages.
Mhm.
Not for a few hours, but otherwise, that was at home. I don't think we had one here maybe.
Yeah.
It's been great. And one of them was our fault. But the
Nah.
city cut my line out here. Pretty sure it was on purpose.
Trying to silence you.
Yeah. They don't like the news coverage. They just cut my internet. Mm-hmm. See here.
I saw Kevin said his blackberries are in bloom now.
It's
I
blackberry winter then.
remember growing up with those guys that would walk through the woods and like just pick a berry and eat it. How do you trust something that much?
We would do that. You wouldn't do that?
No.
Didn't you
I
grow
don't-
up in the
I don't
mountains
trust
or
my
something?
knowledge of the berry.
Yeah, well, no. I know some of them. I mean, I know what blackberries look like, so I'll probably be all right. On the radio morning show, Josh and Holly, but not Josh and Holly today. It is Josh and Robbie.
Josh and Robbie.
Holly on her way to New York City.
New York City.
I know. I'm
I'm gonna do that for 2 days.
really anxious to see how this goes for her. She is the nervous type, but she's been pumped about going to New York City for years. She wants to go. She wants to see all these things, and I'm like, well, it's awesome. I don't want to. I'm what a terrible husband I am, but I just don't want to go. I would have took her eventually. I was planning to take her actually.
I haven't been to a city that I like. Like, if I think about like large cities, like urban, just Chicago, or for example, I went to New Orleans. Everybody was like, New Orleans is great, and I didn't like it.
All right, now, so I didn't do a show prep properly, but this is where we do joke of the day, Robbie, and that's over here in the toy section. I'm gonna let you pick.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna let you pick joke of the day. If you can find one over there that's
Can I use my own?
that scares me.
Well, it's clean.
Okay.
I've actually said it in church.
Okay,
before. Because I want to get your feedback on
Well,
if it's
we'll
a
allow
good
it.
dad joke.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You're looking. It's like we're married because you're just looking disapprovingly at your phone.
No,
on this one.
I know. No. I'm looking up something. That's
Okay.
related to the show. And you
Okay.
sound like Holly. Like, pay attention. Hey, pay attention.
No, I'm just like, do I go now? Do I go- So, what do you call a magician who's really bad at magic?
What's that, Robbie?
You just call him Bill or whatever his name is.
I think that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
I like it.
That joke make you feel good. Professional therapeutic massage can help make you feel good all the time with their excellent massage services. If you go read their reviews, I was reading their reviews on Facebook. Everybody is happy with professional therapeutic massage. Holly's been going up there about once a month, and she's been in a great mood. She's feeling better. So highly recommend them. They're in Manchester. you can call 734-394-6184. That's 734-394-6184 for professional therapeutic massage. She does all kinds of really good work. And Holly is she's never been a monthly massage getter until now. Now it's once a month appointment.
That sounds awesome.
When's the last time you got a massage?
It was on a cruise ship. And
you got one of those deals.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was awkward.
You sound like a cruising guy.
Well, I kind of do dig cruises. It's all the things. It's like, hey, we can eat well. Katie has her beach day. I can play blackjack. Everybody wins. And I always said, like, dollar for dollar. I thought it was a really good, way to vacation.
Mm-hmm. We've been on several.
We haven't been since
COVID.
Okay.
We used to go and about once a year on one. That was kind of our deal.
Yeah. Occasionally
we did two because they are very affordable. Then after COVID, they got weird.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just not going to do it. And then you couldn't even go on them. And so we just stumbled upon the Gulf of America, and we didn't like it down there.
Yeah. Well, that's where now we've started vacation. See, when we lived out in East Tennessee, it was, we would go down to the Carolina beaches.
Sure. When you're closer.
Yeah. And now we go to the Gulf, and
the Gulf's way better.
I'm sure we'll be there this year.
Gulf better or the Atlantic side better?
I think the Gulf's better.
Yeah. Water's a little calmer.
Yeah.
Clearer.
I think the to me the Gulf feels a little more like there's a lot going on in the Gulf where we would go in Carolina was a lot more chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you can get that on the Gulf. We've just found like PCB in those places.
No, if you go to PCB, you're going to be pretty busy.
Yeah.
If you want a little bit more calm, head down to Fort Morgan. It's chill down there. And if you like to go out and eat every night, just be prepared to drive 20 minutes because there's nothing down there.
That sounds like right up my
But
alley.
that's my style. But it's also pretty much only houses down there. There's not a lot of condos.
Okay.
It's just a little more expensive. But as far as the house rentals price for, the price is better than what you would rent a house for in Gulf Shores.
We accidentally found, is it pronounced Dolphin Island?
Yeah.
Okay. That looks like because the houses are literally in the ocean, essentially
good stuff.
At high tide. And that seemed like exactly what my wife would love because I could, again, be in the house and she could go out into the ocean by just jumping off the porch.
Nice. Well, now I want to go to like Fiji.
Okay.
Now I want to stay in those cabanas that are.
Oh, that's a
different level.
I would dig that.
Yeah. I mean, you got pharmacy money,
Yeah. I got debt too.
Yes.
And my kids like to eat every day. I think they have to eat every day.
Yeah. Well, and you got to feed them.
Yeah.
Or they'll come get you.
My son's the size of a house now in a good way.
Yeah. Well, we got, what else you got here?
Oh, yeah. What else you got?
Nothing incredibly groundbreaking here today, but did you see, I'm not going to talk about Donald Trump's photo. Okay. I thought about it. Let's talk about this picture, but I'm not going to do that.
He's not a doctor in that photo. Let's be honest.
He looked like a doctor to me.
I've never seen a doctor descend from heaven and heal someone with a touch.
There's some crazy doctors out there. There's some crazy preachers out there. There's some wild stuff going on out there, Robbie. I think that's what we were going for.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
That's what we were going for. Anyway, so did you see where Savannah Hernandez? You know Savannah Hernandez?
No.
Oh, so she works for TPUSA.
Okay.
And she was shoved to the ground while reporting in Minnesota on protesters there.
Oh.
And she's filed assault charges. You got to see this. I'm just going to hold up the kind of the preview. You can just kind of see this guy roll up behind her and just knock her to the ground.
Oh, peaceful protest.
Yeah, peaceful protesters are out there doing their work up there in Minnesota. I'm a little, I'm not.
I had seen her. I just didn't know that was her name.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while. I got to go back to this comments in a minute, but I'm one who would not find myself. She's doing her job here. You know what I'm saying? But do you think you could ever go to one of these protests? Because you seem like
in jail in an instant. I don't like crowds. I don't like people in my space. And I'm very, I think I'm easy to get along with. Like, I'm not going to just go out and just tell you what I think all the time. But if you come up and engage me, I'll be honest with you. Right.
Sure. Yeah.
So they wouldn't like me in those places.
No one thinks so. I just don't know where we are in the world where we can't just do our jobs and talk, and we can't without people.
Yeah.
Like this is the second time she got pushed down in this sequence of events. The lady had knocked her down and got on top of her, and then she got out of that, and this guy comes up and just knocked this dude That's the problem I've got with it. This,
Yeah.
this 200 and something pound dude comes rolling up from behind
Yeah.
and blocks her in the back effectively. If you're
Yeah.
thinking football terms,
Yep.
I mean, just wiped her out from behind. What a way to be a man.
One
A,
of
we're
us-
hitting women. B, you're hitting them from behind. Like, what are you doing?
One of us are going to jail, and one of us are going to the hospital, and we
But
can
if you
figure out
see
which,
that, it's a
right?
guy.
Like, yeah,
Don't you? I'm a big fan of minding my own business.
right.
But if you see that as a guy, I mean, don't you intervene at a certain point?
Yes, there, something like that. Or if you see if you
Where's
see
chivalry?
a child in
Yeah.
danger, like there's things that you step in. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm a big mind your own business fan. Like last night on the way home, I saw a guy walking down the highway with no
Okay.
shirt or shoes,
Okay.
and he was in the turning lane. And did I video it? Yes, but I did not intervene. I just mind my own business. I wanted to video in case something happened.
What about
you know.
unicycle guy? Have you seen him?
He walked across to the liquor store. No, Holly has seen the unicycle guy.
Okay, I've seen him.
She's told me about him, but I've not seen the unicycle guy. Where's he at?
He's often around. Like I see him up around the Hills Chapel and Oak Street.
Okay,
just
I'm not over that way a whole lot.
yeah, just wearing out that unicycle.
Can you ride a unicycle?
Good Lord, no. I can barely ride a
You're
bicycle.
a bicycle. I can't. It's been a long time since I've ridden a bicycle. Now
I got a lot of weight to put on one wheel, Josh.
Stationary bike at the
Fell off
at
the stationary bike.
At the gym. I could do that.
Oh man,
And stand up okay.
Yeah, I'm not a cycle person. I don't really. I mean, I can ride a bicycle.
It's best to always lead off with that.
Yeah,
Let people know you can.
yeah, the thing that they say you never is. Do you think you forget how to ride a bike? That's
No.
always the thing. Okay.
No, it's like riding a bike. I don't think so. Sarah says now there is now a harmonica guy, a harmonica playing guy in the park. I've not seen the harmonica playing guy in the park.
Harmonica guy.
New guys. There's shirtless guy.
I wonder if they all hang out together.
Yeah, they just have a little club and they just wander out.
Weird guy club.
Anyway, that's just a little bit on what else you got. I didn't have a whole lot here, but
What
that's-
about? I saw somebody in the comments. Can you say the term for breaking wind on the radio? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was gonna go back to that guy, that Shannon over there. So we had the preacher, who we talked about. We've talked about him on here before, who claimed that he could heal people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to find that meme on my phone when I saw that.
Yeah, he claimed he could heal people by flatulating
Yes.
in their face.
Holy
Pretty
flatus.
much. Yeah, and they at that point would be healed, and people like waited for months or something to do this. And I don't know what
There's a waiting list.
I don't know what denomination, but that guy probably can make more money selling cars if he's got people sold on this idea.
I don't know, man. People were buying people's bathwater on eBay before, and
Well, if it's Sydney Sweeney's, I might consider it. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I can say that because Holly's not here.
well, I was just about to amen you and
Yeah.
go back to church.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know that I would go that route for. I mean, there's a few things I would try before I would say, "Hey, come break wind in my face."
Well, you might go to the pharmacy, see if that works.
Yeah.
See if you find something there. Y'all sell that?
Yeah.
Y'all got that in a jar over there? All right, we got the stupid, silly stat when we come back. Chance to win some prizes. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Coffee County Bank was founded in 1975 by a group of local business people. Locally owned and
Yeah, I just think about that. You tried rub testing?
Yeah.
You tried a jar of fart?
Give this a try. See if this works for you. People are weird.
Well, just waft it toward the nose.
It's weird. And people just line up for that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up with cults.
Yeah.
You gotta have some sense here. I don't know which verse and book that was in, but I don't think it's anywhere in the New Testament anyway. Maybe it's Old Testament stuff. I haven't seen it. Let's see here.
Something joke.
Let's see here.
Or because it made me think about that video that circulated a few years ago of that pastor, and like somebody had come back and overlaid the sound of farting over top of his sermon, and every time he would like have a moment where he was just thinking, and he'd say, shoo, and had a lot of shoes and a lot of yes
Nice.
lords, and they would put fart noises on.
Nice. Prescription for dairy air. I believe that was methodist. Methodist.
I love that.
Yeah, pink eye breakout in that congregation, certainly. Denomination of the devil. Yeah, there's some interesting things happening there.
Yeah.
Now, what grade are yours in now?
Ninth and seventh.
Seventh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And about done. Be moving on up.
Have you seen the old, since I know it's close to the political season, the ad for fill up my mouth with farts?
No, I've not seen that.
So he said, I'm fill up my mouth with farts, and I've paid for this.
Steer says, I think that pastor hands out pink eye treatment as a party favor. Yeah. We need to.
Yeah, he's
I have some issues there. I'm
uh,
telling you, there is a lot of weird things that people do, and some of them I kind of get, some of them I can get. I don't get that.
not either.
And I try to work my way around it. I'm like, maybe I can see. Nope, there's no. Am I a bad husband because I don't know exactly where Holly's staying? Somebody
No.
asked me where she was staying, and I'm like, ooh.
No. New York City is a good answer.
Lower Manhattan.
Is that like Lower Alabama? I'm just thinking about the fart guy too. Is that like kind of like anointing oil that you just keep a jar on on the altar? Like, I'd like to come up for prayer, and we just
I did find out that he's not this country though, right? It's another country.
right.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I thought this guy was in like French Lick, Indiana,
Yeah,
or something like that. You know,
he didn't.
this
looking at
guy's
him,
in
he didn't-
Bucksnort, Tennessee,
Yeah,
somewhere.
he didn't look like
doing
he grew up
this.
around here.
You know, I wouldn't think that would happen, but I mean, it sounds like a California situation or something like that. Speaking of California, what about Swalwell? What happened to him? We'll see.
Good Lord.
You know, maybe we keep it in our pants. He's going to end up facing charges on one of them.
Yeah, man, I can't believe you.
One
talking
chick
about-
was blacked out. One chick, we don't know what age she was. I mean, it's like, what are you? This guy's running for governor.
and it probably is. I don't know. I started to say probably fits right in out there.
Oh, well, it's California. All right. Everybody's favorite times. Stat time.
Oh yeah,
Everybody loves a stat. Probably should send you the answer so you know what it is.
yeah. It's kind of cool that you haven't, so I can.
Yeah. Oh, you want to play, but you can't guess.
I know, but I'm like,
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
And it's not Josh and Holly today, though. It's Josh and Robbie.
Yeah.
Holly's out. Robbie's going to fill in today and tomorrow. And then we've got Dr. Sarah Adams filling in Thursday. No pressure, Sarah, but you got to live up to expectations here.
Mhm.
And she's been on the radio with us, but she's not co-hosted.
Well,
Robbie's an expert. He's done this for a while.
yeah, and I mean, she's definitely smarter than I am, and better looking than I am, and she's a lot of things better than I am. I don't know
Okay.
that she's better at this.
We're going to find out on
Mhm.
Thursday.
I'm
But
gonna throw the gauntlet down.
I'll try to keep you guys up to date on what Holly's doing as she's off and on her way to New York City today.
New
with
York City.
Barbara Shimwell, as they go to the ABC studios is where they're headed.
Man,
So I'm really hoping Thunder Radio can get some traction while she's up there. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, listen, you march in there with your Thunder stuff on and you tell them who we are.
is that the Today Show people, or I don't know what
A-
show she's?
She's not going to be on the Today Show. That is the same network where
Okay.
they do The View.
Ah,
She's not doing that one.
I'd pay good money to see them on the View.
Tamron Hall is
Okay.
the show she's going on.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of it. So she'll do fine. But Holly's going to be up there with her, and we'll see how all that goes. All right, we got to, even though Holly's not here, don't worry. You know, everybody freaks out because they think, no, Holly's not here. Might as well not even. I have people ask me, are you just not doing the show? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing the show. Who do you think did the show before Holly got here? Ain't me. I did it.
And none of us listened.
The
to it.
OG. Yeah, none of us listen. None of us listen. Hey, who do you think started the stupid silly stat? Me. Is the OG on that? Get no respect around.
I do think it's amazing.
Yeah, we get no respect.
And now
Thank you,
it's
Rodney.
time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Jim, did you bring your statistics? Name that movie. Can you name the movie that's off of it? Then?
No.
It's Fun with Dick and Jane.
I was
Jim
thinking
Carrey.
Office Space.
No, that's Fun with Dick and Jane. Back when Jim Carrey was funny.
Yeah.
You know, back before he got really weird. All right, 728-1320, 728-3526. Call in. Ben Lomond Connect hotlines are wide open, ready for you. First person with the right answer is going to win our brand new Thunder Radio shirts, and they are awesome. Best shirts we've ever had. 1 in 6 of us have this in our freezer right now. They weirded this weird. It says 1 in 6 of us have this in their freezer.
It's a jar of prayer farts.
No. 1 in 6 of us have this in their freezer right now. 1 in 6 people have this. 1 in 6. What's that percentage? You math guy? Somebody tell.
1.87. I don't know.
Somebody tell Brad Costello I need some math. 1 in 5 would be 20.
That's what I was saying. I thought 1.87 was a good guess.
1 in 5 would be 20%.
1.66. That ain't bad.
Okay, well, 1 in 6 of us.
Or 0.166, I should say.
16%. 1 in 6 of us have this in their freezer right now. Have this in our freezer right now. What is it? 728-1320, 728-3526. Take your best guesses. Ben Lomond Connect hotlines are wide open and ready for you. Morning show. Hello?
Money or jewels?
You win. Money.
Really?
His money. First caller just
Yeah, that's where I would hide money.
ruined my
freezer
game,
because I
Marcy.
have none.
Ruined my game. Just
It's money.
money. It is money. Marcy, winner. You need our new shirt. You haven't got it yet. So why don't you come on by and pick it up?
That's why I've been waiting to get your new shirt.
Oh, well, come on by, honey. It's the best one we've ever had.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Good.
Oh, well, that's the end of that. Money.
Money.
We'll play again. Money. Have you ever put money in the freezer?
I've not.
This is intentional.
Yeah.
I mean, I've accidentally put my car keys in there.
Yeah.
I've ran the remote. We found that in there before. I mean, I've done some things with the freezer, but
So Katie's grandmother was a child of the Depression, and I remember like she would have money everywhere in her house. I don't know, maybe she probably would have had it in the freezer. Nope. Money in the freezer.
well, I mean, I think it's a pretty safe place. I mean, there's a pizza box been in there for 7 years.
I mean, yeah, it's.
just stick it in there. It's not going anywhere.
I would think anybody that would have money in their freezer, like, are you hiding money because like you're selling like meth?
No,
Like,
we're hiding money because tomorrow is tax day, Robbie, and the government ain't getting it. And it's going in there. All right, we'll play another one. See if we can get this. Let's pick another one. Let's see. All right, I've got a few to pick from, and I'm trying to pick which one that could maybe last.
I would have thought that would went longer.
10% of us have one of these in our car. What is it? 10% of us have at least one of these in
At
our
least
car.
one.
Okay. 10% of us have at least one of these in our car. What is it? We're playing Stupid Silly Stat Part 2. 728-1320 or 728-3526. See if we can
10%.
get another winner. Morning show.
A car seat.
A car seat's a good guess.
It is a good guess.
But not right. Not a car seat. Ha! I got somebody.
Yeah. What if
feels
she had
good.
got it right? Then
I know. Morning show.
A bottle of anything.
A bottle of anything. Not it. Could be a lot of different bottles there, buddy.
a bottle of prayer
yes.
farts.
Morning show.
A jacket.
A jacket. Good try. Not it. A jacket. I have random hoodies and jackets in my truck. Like I'll wear it in the morning, especially this time of year. Not today, but from March and April.
I get made fun of because I don't ever wear a jacket.
I'll wear one to the car for the morning. It's a little chilly.
I can't drive in one.
Yeah. I'll take it off when I get in the car.
Yeah.
Morning show.
Fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher's a good guess, but not it.
I should have one, but I don't.
Morning show.
A blanket.
A blanket. Good try. Not it. A blanket. It's always best to be prepared. 10% of us have at least one of these in our car. What is it? 728-1320 or 728-3526. Lindsay says baseball gear. 'Tis the season.
Yeah.
Yes. Sports gear. But that's not it. Morning show.
Coffee cup.
Coffee cup. Good guess. Not it. I usually have a coffee cup in there. Some good guesses on this one this morning. Morning show.
A pillow?
A pillow, not it. What are y'all doing? Pillows and blankets. 728-1320. 10% of us have at least one of these in our car. What is it? Stupid silly stat. Call in Ben Lomond Connect hotlines 728-1320, 728-3526. Take your best guesses. It's actually stat number 2 because stat number 1 was blown up by Marcy, who just called in and nailed it on the very first guess. It's rare that happens.
Yeah.
Laura says roll of toilet paper. Also good to be prepared. Morning show.
A hat.
A what?
A hat.
A hat. Not it. Good try.
On the dash.
Morning show.
A roll of toilet paper?
Not it. Good try. Yeah, the hat. I used to keep hats in there, but the sun will bleach those things if you keep them up there pretty easily.
But I usually do have one on the dashboard.
728-1320. 10% of us. 10. That's not a lot, y'all.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's 1 in 10.
Anything I think of, more people would have in there.
1 in 10 or 10 out of 100, however you want to look at it. I'm not great at math. That's how I can teach you. I know 10% have one of these in our car, at least one of these in our car. Morning show.
A first aid kit?
First aid kit.
Oh,
you should have one of those. Not it,
should
though.
be more than 10%.
Morning show.
A French fry.
French fry is the exact right answer.
Oh.
It is a French fry. 10% of people have at least one French fry in their car somewhere. What's your name?
Marty.
What was it, Marty?
Yeah.
All right, Marty. Good job, buddy. How many French fries you got in your car?
Probably 2 million gallons more than one.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you. Come on by, get your shirt.
All right, thank you.
French fry. The answer is French fry. They drop between the seat and the
Yep.
console, and when it happens, I'm like, I'm gonna get it right now. But you're driving and you got too far and you can't get it, and then you forget.
How often do you vacuum?
About once a week.
Okay.
But sometimes you can't even get to that thing.
Yeah, you vacuum and you hear that, and you're like, that was either an old fry or money.
Yeah. So you just kind of run it up under the seat and hoping it's gotten to where you can get to. Yeah, about once a week, probably. I vacuum. I don't know. Is that normal?
That's about me. But I feel like you and I probably vacuum more than most people.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a friend who he hand washes his vehicle probably a couple times a week, and I just like I'm not going to be able to do that. I'll try to shoot for once a week in the winter, though. I'm telling you, and you might go a couple months.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, and I don't like going through the tunnel washes.
Right.
They're not good for the paint, I don't think. Lindsay says, I'm the 10% right now, waiting to see if Nolan will pick it up since it's his. Sarah says once a week. Sheesh. Is that too much or not enough on the vacuuming? Does she not do it as much?
Yeah, man, I think
she takes hers to get hers detailed.
Yeah.
I can't afford that. I detail my own car.
Yeah, that's she
do
has
take it to
that.
get
I don't
detailed
even know
sometimes.
what series. Like she's got one of the coolest vehicles ever. Like I've
Is it
got
like a Bronco or a Jeep or something?
I've got the Dad Mobile truck.
Yeah. I'm driving a 2013 right now. It's not
2017.
It doesn't sound that old. But when you it's 13 years ago. It's a long time ago.
I can't get to. I'm trying to figure out there's a text thread with me, my wife, and our kids. Like when it's time for them to get up, and I'm reading the text that she sent to our kids that popped up on my phone just a moment ago, and it says, "Good ironing, time to get high."
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure it was supposed to say, "Good morning, time to get up."
Yeah, time to get up. Yeah. Wake and bake, though, Yeah, you might as well,
Might as well.
Wake and bake. All right, congratulations to our winners today. The M's, Marcy and Marty, coming through with the winners on Stupid Silly Stab. Don't worry, we got Name That Tune coming up. And it's good stuff. And also 2 Reels and a Fake. Now, you can't win on that, but Robbie will be tested. And what I did with 2 Reels and a Fake, I didn't cheat, okay? But I forgot that it was Tuesday, and I was supposed to do this. And this morning, I was like, okay, I've got to do all these things that Holly normally does. I got to come in, I got to get the national days. I still got to record sports for the other stations. Got a few things to do. And then as I'm walking out the door, Holly said, don't forget, it's Tuesday. You got 2 reels. And I was just like, yeah. So what I did was I went back and got an old 2 reels from about 18 months ago that I thought was some of our best work, but it hadn't been produced yet. And me and the guys got in the studio this morning. We produced it. So it's fully produced and ready to go. So we will have 2 reels and a fake later on. 2 real country music songs, 1 fake that I made a reel now, and Robbie will have to try to guess which one's not real, and then we'll play that later on in the show.
Awesome.
And your birthday is close to 8 o'clock. Call them in, 728-1320. I want to tell you real fast about Common John Brewing Company. They'll be open tomorrow, Wednesday through Sunday, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and, of course, locally brewed craft beers. Stop on by and see them at 210 Woodbury Highway. They got Singo tomorrow night, commonjohnbc.com.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This is Katie Northcott with your local.
I may not give it a full vacuum, Sarah. I'm just going to at least get my floorboard. Nobody else really rides in the truck with me. It's just me. I could buy, if they've sold a single seater vehicle, I just get that because nobody ever's in there. Maybe I get 2 seats, Holly occasionally, but we usually take hers. And so it's just me and my 5 other seats. And so the back floorboard, I could go months without vacuuming that. Nothing's back there.
I'm of the belief that like it's easier to keep something clean than it is to get something clean.
Yeah.
And especially, we're not doing baseball this year or softball. Allison's doing flag football for the high school.
How's she liking that? They won last night.
Man, they're Butler and those guys. They're doing amazing work with those girls.
Yeah.
Coach P and Crossland. They started out. It was, they're learning a new. I mean, my favorite part.
Thing. Yeah.
My favorite part of it, honestly, is going and listening. Like, because my wife gets super excited.
Yeah.
And going and listening to her like scream at the refs, and she's not all the way right.
Yeah. I went to the first home game they had against Warren County a couple weeks ago, and like I didn't know all the rules, so I was sitting there asking questions like, well, why do they do it like this, and why do they do this, and all these other things. Do you take the vacuum inside to vacuum the house afterwards? No. I don't always. Sometimes I vacuum out the car wash. I'll run through the touchless.
Yeah.
And then I'll hit the back, or I'll take it up here to. Sometimes take it up here to Fresh and Clean, but they don't vacuum there.
Right.
I mean, so I just get a hand wash. But if I just want a quick rinse off, like the pollen, I'll run through the cheap $8 one or $10 one, and then it's got a free vacuum on the back end. So
I used to.
But I do have a Dyson at the house, so occasionally I'll bring that bad boy out. And
I've got a shop vac in the garage I'll use, but I have also been known, again, if I can keep it clean and I just need to hit it quick, I've been known to like, I know I shouldn't, but I'll run through that spot on the corner and like just run in there, vacuum out whatever and then run out.
Yeah.
Just confession, I guess.
Yeah.
Good for the soul.
Good to let everybody know.
Yeah, good jar. You messed me up this morning about the farting preacher.
Well, that wasn't me. That was blame Shannon over there for that. Morning, Jenny. I do vacuum the house sometimes, though. Yeah. I found that our floor stays so much cleaner now that we no longer have the Maine Coon cat and the pit bull dog that sheds. Oh my gosh! So now it's just dirt where people track it in, which I've tried to implement a no-shoe policy a long time ago. It's literally like talking to a wall. Nobody cares. But now it's just dirt. Before it was dirt and hair. Like the sun would come through the front windows in the afternoon, and you could just see cat hair floating in the air. And you can't get it all. But now that's helped a lot.
Oh man, my buddies Johnny and Amber.
Jackson Vernon's got a birthday. I gotta get my birthday list. I'll be right back.
Oh, cool.
Keep talking to yourself.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Talk to yourself.
That kid's a stud. I don't know what Sarah's doing, but like, just leave your phone on, Sarah, because I've been alerted that Sarah Adams is watching about 84 times. Apparently, she keeps closing.
She leaves and then comes back home.
Yeah.
She's a big fan.
Is that what she's trying to do?
She's probably walking. She goes for her morning walks right about now, I think. Is it creepy that I know everybody's morning routine? I know I generally know where they're at and what time they get on the show, what time they leave the show.
I think so. You know how some people will call their bathroom the
She's
John?
walking in the park right now. That's what
okay. I want to call my bathroom the gym.
Going to the gym.
Yes, I can start every morning at the gym.
Going to the gym.
Trip to the gym. And yes, I do work today. Sarah. I texted Michael last night. He's going to get us started. Shout out to Michael Barnes. And I'm going to hop in over there.
But Michael Barnes hadn't done anything else in his life. He brought us Natalie Barnes, which is awesome. No, we like Michael. Sarah and that whole group. And Natalie.
I think Lucy's going to be Katie's enjoyed watching her play ball so much because she's like, her face looks like she's holding back slapping somebody all game long. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Name that tune next, and then 2 reels, and I don't know how we're going to fill the rest of the show. We'll figure it out.
You should write for Luke Bryan.
What, ironically, the 2 fakes today, I'm sorry, the 2 reels today are both Luke Bryan songs.
Like to talk to my kids about Jesus.
Some of his stuff is good. Some of it's like, I've heard he's a super nice guy, though.
Yeah.
Joe says, I named my bed the Word. I like to spend the time in the Word. What's he talking about?
Yeah, you know, like I said, I was going to call my bathroom the
gym.
Yeah, his bed is the Word, so he spends as much time as he can in the Word in the morning.
Nice.
His Bible.
Nice. Well done, Joe. Thunder Radio Morning Show, Josh and Holly. It's Josh and Robbie today. Holly on her way to B&A to fly on a big bird to New York City.
New York City.
Yes. I'm trying to get an update on where she is.
You like got her on Live 360?
Yeah, we're stalking. She is in Nashville traffic. So best of luck to her.
Mm-hmm.
Must be nice driving 34 miles an hour on the interstate.
That's pretty fast.
I could not live up there.
I couldn't either. I lose all sense of Southern hospitality and the love of Christ in traffic.
Our boy, when he works up there, he works in Nashville on the other side of it. But he leaves in the morning. He leaves at 4:30 to go to work. And every day, like clockwork. He's on time, never misses. And matter of fact, he rolled up on a wreck on the interstate one day and just slowly drove right around that thing and kept on going. He watched it happen, like in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy swerving in and out of traffic, clipped a truck and flipped. He was just like, just run around him. He's like, I can't be late for work. He just kept going. He's like, I ain't putting up with that. They were swerving in and out of traffic.
Yeah,
they were fine. But anyway, I can't. He leaves that early just to avoid the traffic. That's what they deal with. Anyway, all right, we got more games to play. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle, one of the finest surgeons that ever was. We have him right here in Southern Middle Tennessee, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester.
Heck of an O-line coach too.
Yeah, you know Dr. V.
Yeah,
he's
He came in the pharmacy the other day, and everybody's like, Dr. Van Winkle wants to talk to you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went out there, and everybody thought
football?
Everybody thought we were talking something serious. We're talking about O-line technique.
Yeah, no, and you get to him to talk in sports, and you better block off about an hour of your time.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take it up. A super nice guy right here in Manchester. We're so fortunate. All right, we're going to play games. We had a stupid silly stat a minute ago, and Marcy and Marty come out of there as the winners. Sounds like a band. All right, we've got Name That Tune. Here's how we play. We got a 1 second, a 2 second, and a 3 second clip. You heard what it was, didn't you?
Yes.
You heard me putting it together. All right. I need the exact right name of the song and the artist. If you can give me that, I'm going to hook you up with one of our brand new Thunder Radio shirts that came in last week. They've not given a lot of these out, but I've had people message and leave notes that these are the favorite shirts that we've had. That they, so they're big on these new Thunder Radio shirts. I want the name of the song and the artist on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines, 728-1320. I can't wait. I did this at the very last minute, so I didn't even try to trick anybody. I mean, I think it's pretty gettable on the 1 second clip.
But it's one of the songs everybody knows and nobody knows the name of, maybe or the artist.
What's the name and what's the artist?
Right. You'll be singing it, but do you know it? And don't Google it.
Well, I can't Google it on that. I can't wait. Put you an earworm in there for the day. Somebody's already on the phones. Morning, you're on the morning show.
Boogie Shoes, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Nailed it. Boogie Shoes, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Who we talking to?
This is Pam.
I thought this was Pam. I knew somebody musically inclined like a Pam or a Lindsay would nail this. Good job, Pam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's one of those songs I was singing along with.
Do what now?
I was singing along with it and had no idea the name of it. I had to.
You didn't know the name?
No.
Huh.
And it's right there in what I said.
You like that older music?
I love
like
it.
That?
Yeah. I went through a P-Funk phase. Actually, a really fun time in my life is when I drove an 86 Cutlass and listened to nothing but P-Funk cassettes.
I don't even know what that is.
Like Parliament Funkadelic, like old 70s funk music.
Well, so the 86 Cutlass you were driving in was made the year I was made. Okay. So I was born in 86.
So was my wife.
Uh-huh. So I'm
minted around the same time.
Right around the same time.
I'm an 83 model.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're not that much older.
No, but I was in pharmacy school and like my buddy BJ had just bought a brand new Lexus, right? And I had a Cutlass. And when we would go to lunch, everybody wanted to ride in the Cut rather than ride with him.
Probably because you're more fun.
Well, and it was like riding a couch down the road. It was just phenomenal. It was amazing.
I never had one of those. I had an 88 Thunderbird. And I mean, and you hear that and you think, oh, cool car. No, this is a 4-door sedan with the seat belts that automatically came back. Drove like a dream though.
So both of my kids are currently making fun of me because I'm on a big kick of wanting to trade my truck in for. There's a company in Indiana that does these awesome conversion vans. Like you remember, like in the 90s.
Oh, I remember those
2000s.
conversion vans. They had the TVs.
Yes. Well, they're back now.
Yeah. I've seen where that's a thing.
I want one so bad because we're not small people in my family and we like to travel. So I would love to have enough room. You know, you got the captain's chairs back there and the TVs.
Yeah.
But they're like, I mean, like $100,000.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah, it's not like they came back and these are not.
Yeah.
These are a novelty item.
Yeah,
people are paying money for them. Because I was wanting to get a similar kind of vehicle for the stations. We have a couple of station vehicles, one for the Duck and one for the Rooster. We don't have a Thunder vehicle or a Whiskey Country vehicle. And I was like, well, I'm just going to get a new one, or not a new one, but a different one, and brand all 4 stations on it and sell those too. And I was like, one of those would be great. Nope. Actually, it will not. I did see a bus for sale for like $4,500.
Oh, I saw that. Like
in McMinnville.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought about buying that up.
When I was playing music a lot, I went through that phase of wanting to buy like a short bus or like a church bus and convert it.
Yeah. I was like, I could turn this into a rolling studio. It'd be super cool.
It would be wicked.
But I don't. When am I going to do that, Robbie?
I don't know. You could write it off.
I love when people tell me I can write stuff off.
Don't you love that when people are like, you don't actually have to buy it if you write it off?
Yeah, that's my favorite. You know, people who've not owned or ran a business.
That's why I said it.
You can write it off.
I figured it would be a trigger for you.
Yeah, you can write it off.
You didn't let me down.
Well, tomorrow is tax day.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you something. It's the 14th of April. Tomorrow is tax day, and I do not know what I owe. This happens every year. Every year, my tax folks will roll up in here about noon o'clock today. I hadn't heard from them in months. And they're like, oh, yeah, you owe this much. And I'm like, yeah. So today I'm very antsy. And that's why Holly went to New York City, I think. I'm convinced that's why she left. Because she knows I'm going to get that news today. And I'm going to be cranky about it all afternoon.
Last year, I was the guy. This is the first year that I filed my taxes on time. I'm usually the file and extension guy and just wait. And I don't have complicated business taxes. I'm just lazy. And so I didn't do it. And this year I actually, at the very first scrimmage for the flag football game, while they were getting prepared, I had my laptop and I just was filing my taxes.
Okay. So you got it done.
I got it done early.
Oh. I don't know. I got an extension on the business, an extension. I mean, I don't know. I don't even do it. This my tax person is like, oh, we did this and we did this. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know,
like I'm sure your all's taxes, like you need an extension.
I don't understand how any of it works. Sarah says, I don't know what I owe either. Yeah. I'm just a little nervous about it. Cause there've been years where I've got hit with a number that, you know, I've thought about getting in my truck and just leaving. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave my phone here. And I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
And I'll pop up and say, I won't even find me. I'll disable all my social medias and I will be, another name.
Yeah. This is the first year I've got a refund in a while because a few years ago I made a boo-boo Like I was working at a church that had 1099 me, and I don't understand all that stuff
Yeah.
either. And so I didn't file my taxes right, and they audited it and came back, and I was super honest. I was like, yeah, I made a mistake, my bad. And I've been just paying, monthly on it. And so this year I finally had it paid off. So I
Well,
was
that's
excited.
good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wound up paying like, probably 6 times what it should have been because I just paid monthly.
Those 1099s will get you.
Hmm.
I'm glad you said that. It reminded me of something I need to do later. Just always something. All right. We got more morning show. 2 Reels and a Fake coming up. We got birthdays a little bit later on as well. You're listening to The Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Hey, let's get you a weather forecast. It's going to be beautiful. The sun is outside the studios, just shining through the blinds right now. It is 64 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studios, headed for a high of 83 today. We'll drop down to around 60 overnight tonight, and then tomorrow, 84 degrees. Going to be nice, calm winds. And then on Thursday, we see a little bit more wind in the afternoon and a 40% chance of rain and thunderstorms. So hopefully we get those. It's been a minute since we gotten some rain. I don't know about y'all, but I live out in the country and I like to burn stuff. But I have not been able to do that lately. It's been a little dry. 86 on Friday, 85 on Saturday. And I believe it's blackberry winter. I think we've determined coming in on Friday. We'll confirm that on the other side of the break. Weather forecast brought to you by our friends at Baker Brothers, your hometown pharmacy since 1928, 98 years, locally owned and operated with Dr. Sarah Adams.
When did talking about God in school become controversial?
Why can't my class pray together in Jesus' name?
Should probably confirm that Sarah's not 98.
Yeah.
98 years.
I see Dale said just pull a Willie Nelson on him, talking about his taxes. I was so excited a few months ago, went and saw Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan in concert together.
Nice.
Is
that pretty cool? Where was that at?
It was in the auditorium out in First Bank Auditorium, I think is at Franklin.
Okay. Yeah, it is Franklin.
And the Nathaniel Rattler from the Night Sweats totally stole the show, man. He was the best thing the whole night.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Willie he was sitting down. He's old.
He's like 109 years old.
And the best part though,
I saw him open for Dave Matthews one time in Louisville. The guy next to me called his hat.
Really?
Thunder Radio. Thunder Radio. All right. Bye, Dina.
But when Bob Dylan was up there and Katie was like, wow, since he's gotten old, he sounds rough. And I started listening and I was like, it's pretty much what Bob Dylan's always sounded like.
Bob Dylan's always kind of been a little rough. Jimmy Fallon does a good Bob Dylan impersonation.
Incredible songwriter. I'd rather hear Jacob Dylan sing every Bob Dylan song. Let's see here. Mobile studio is a great idea.
I know. I'm like, they only wanted like $4,500.
Yeah.
Thing. And I mean, it's.
You can go park that at ball games.
It's just a little big.
Yeah.
It's like it's a little too big to drive around, but. See my staff trying to drive that. Do you have to have a special license to drive that thing? I don't know.
I don't think so. Because I know I drove one at a church I worked at one time.
I mean, they let you drive a big old damn RV.
Yeah.
And, we may have to have CD for that. CDL for that. I don't know the rules, but I need to look into it. We'll get that thing wrapped up. It'd be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Mine and Holly's picture on the back of that thing. The morning show rolling studio. We'll take that thing all over the place.
Yeah, take it to all the schools in the area.
Put some lights on that thing. Have it blinking. All right.
You can write it off.
Write it off. It's a write-off. Punch people in the face when they say that. Just write it off.
Just like, I'll write you a check.
Write it off. You write it off.
Yeah. We got a...
This is my first year doing taxes after buying all those radio stations.
Gosh, dude.
So last year we had bought them, but we bought them January 1st. So we didn't have to deal with
You
any
didn't
of
get
that.
the
So this is
benefit.
our first year with all that. And it's a lot.
Well, it's like taking all the depreciation and all the,
Well, the accountants do that. I try to do as much of stuff on my own as I can, but it's certain
but that's what
where I don't understand it.
Even as intelligent as a person is, how do you do your own taxes?
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to.
And Holly.
Josh and Robbie today. Holly on her way to the airport. We'll keep you guys up to date. I don't think we're going to get a chance to talk to her. She was hoping to be there by now, but traffic has, I think, got the best of them. They are still a little bit away from getting to the airport. That plane takes off in 2 hours. They better hurry up and get there. How long does it take to get through security these days?
Well, I went through. It's so funny. So Joe McCamey and I were traveling together. He has TSA pre-check and I don't.
Okay.
And in Nashville, it's the first time ever I made it through faster than he did.
Okay.
So I always go all the way to the right at B&A. You know, people think you have to go through those 2 middle lanes.
Yeah.
All the way over, and I was in and out. Now in Orlando, that was terrible.
We came out of Orlando once, and it was a little bit rougher. They were a little meaner down there.
Yeah, it was like
this was 8 years ago.
And it was. And I had I had a few words with this guy that kept pushing these folks in like wheelchairs in front of everybody.
So you're talking about like a regular person or like a TSA?
Like a guy that was like driving like Uber vehicles or whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, they have to catch their flight. And I was like, yeah, so does like everybody else in line, you know, and not trying to be rude, but just stop randomly pushing people ahead of us. But I didn't think it was that bad. You know, then when we were in Dallas flying back, it wasn't that bad either. It took maybe 15 minutes, but yeah, Orlando was terrible.
Oh, luckily she's not going to Orlando. She's just going to Nashville. Now we
Why
are
didn't
not
Leslie fly him?
I don't know. I should have just got Leslie to just take them. Just land that Piper up there at LaGuardia.
That's right.
So we don't fly often, and we have delayed the real ID situation. And I was like, we don't fly. We'll get it eventually. Well, then this popped up where she's going, and I'm like, you don't have a real ID. How are you supposed to fly? But I guess you can pay like $45.
Okay.
To the TSA. So they can grab some money from you.
Told them
and they're like, okay, you're cool. Yeah. I'm like, oh, is that all it is? You just paid $45 and you're not a terrorist? I don't know. I guess that's all it takes. I don't know if I can say that on the radio or not. All right, we're going to play games. We've got, it's Tuesday, and that means we got Tuesday, 2 reels and a fake on the Thunder Radio Morning
Country
Show.
music is garbage.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got to
And if you don't hate it, you will in a moment.
kind of like that you ain't afraid to get mud on your
It's
boots.
time for 2 reels and a fake.
Yeah, it is.
That tailgate.
2 reels and a fake on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Here's how it works. I have got 2 real country music lyrics. They are real. They're from songs that are on the air. People are getting paid for them, millions of dollars. And I've got one fake that I wrote and got in the studio with the boys this morning, got it produced and ready to go. And it's your job, Robbie, and everybody at home, to spot the fake. Which one of these is not a real country song? Are you ready?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on country music?
Oh man, how much time do you have?
Modern country.
Modern country is terrible.
I'm a big Wallen guy, though.
I'd rather listen to somebody fart into a megaphone.
We got real bro country there for a minute. It seems to be going back away a little. I mean, it's never going to be the
so like
old country
Larry
that
Fleet,
people want.
I love Larry Fleet. I love Stephen Wilson Jr. I love those guys. Luke, what's his name?
I don't know.
Luke
Bryan.
Yeah, like he's a nice enough guy.
Yeah, I heard he's super nice.
I met him at a golf course.
Okay.
And he was trying to buy some land in Texas just to blow stuff up with tannerite.
Okay.
And he was like, he's on the phone and he's like, I just want somewhere I can go blow some stuff up.
That's a pretty good Luke Bryan impersonation.
I had to interrupt his moment to just go say hello.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good right there.
Yeah.
All right, so here we got 2 reels and a fake. Which one of these is not real? Song number one. We've had a rocky year. She wasn't ready for me jumping on the bar and buying everybody them shots. While I was burning up my credit card, she was burning tires out in the parking lot. Song number 1. Yeah, it's not as easy as you think back home, okay? Not as easy as you think. Song number 2. It's like the sun went down just to frame your face. Like they played that song just to see you sway. Like that old surf shop had you in mind with what you got on, making those tan lines. Song number 2. Song number 2. And song number 3, third and final. Toes in the sand, cold one in hand. Sunset painting like God's own brand. Country boys don't need tan lines, man. Just a beachside fire and a hometown band.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Song number 3. Song number 3. So those are your 3 options. One of those ain't real.
So what's going through my head right now is in the order that you, like, I would say in order of which is a better written song. 3 sounds by far to be it's really well written. Song 2 was really well written. That first line in song 2 was really, I don't know what that was, but it was really good.
Don't know what it was, but it was solid.
Well, I remember going, that's pretty good.
It's like the sun went down just to frame your face.
That's really good. I mean, that's, and song 1, I would eliminate song 1.
Okay. He wants to eliminate that
as being real. Or I would say song 1 is real because it's terrible.
Okay. Gotcha.
Then I genuinely feel like your songs are better written than most Nashville songs.
Nice. This is what I'm talking about, Robbie.
Honestly, what I have to
get
think
you on
is
full time with these compliments like
it
this.
really is, because if you think about like what's going to sell records out of Nashville is what is easily repeatable by a drunk frat guy.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so
got to be able to memorize that easily.
Yeah, and
gotta
so
be
that's
hooky.
why it'll be, baby, just let it be. Sold records.
It did. That's a Florida Georgia line.
Yeah, and that's horrible.
There are we counted it one time. There's like 19 words in that whole song.
Yeah, if it can
different words.
If you'll hear it playing out of a squatted truck, it'll sell records.
Leanne, James, Kevin, and Dale all think 2 is the fake this morning. Usually there's some discrepancies.
Well, see, also I know Josh is like Middle Tennessee's Kenny Chesney. Because most of his songs involve beaches.
Well, I'm usually themey. So girls, back roads, beaches. I'll get themey.
Josh is usually he's on a beach somewhere. I would tend to think 3 would be a JP Studio special.
JP Studio. Nice.
So I would say 1 and 2 are real. My guess would be that 3 is the fake.
All right. We're going to eliminate song number 1 pretty quick because Robbie eliminated song number 1 pretty quick. The Sand I Brought to the Beach by Luke Bryan. We've had a rocky year. She wasn't ready for me jumping on the bar and buying everybody them shots while I was burning up my credit card. She was burning tires
my credit card
out of the parking lot. So yeah, that is a real song. The Sand I Brought to the Beach. Let's see if I can dial that up. There we go. Oh, it's live. No, it's not. There we go.
Now, I do like the Hammond, that B3 in the background. That's the music of that.
There you go. I got to mute you guys on the camera. So, yeah. So that's,
he sounds like an Elvis impersonator that like had a stroke and is like, I don't know. The music of that song was really good. Shout out to his piano player because that was high quality music.
All right, so we're between songs number 2 and 3. That's what we're between, and I have, I was pretty happy with what I did today. Robbie thinks 3,
and both of those I need to say are good.
Robbie thinks 3 is the fake. Almost everybody on the Carmine Family Dental cameras over on Facebook and YouTube is rolling with song number 2. They think 2 is the fake. Let's get a drum roll on this, please. Robbie is the winner on 2 reels and the fake today. He's got me pegged. Yeah, so song number 2 was real. That's also Luke Bryan's called Waves. That's like the sunset. It's like the sun went down just to frame your face. That's also a
I have to give him credit. That sounds good.
A Luke Bryan song. He didn't write it.
Well, no, but just like Buy Dirt. I can listen to that all day long. That's
a pretty good song. Yeah, got to mute you guys on the camera. Yeah.
I'd much rather read that song.
Well, that's what I was doing.
I would record it far differently.
You would. Well, you need to go record it.
We should do that.
Do some covers.
Yeah.
All right. And song number 3 was was fake.
Yeah.
And Robbie got it right. Toes in the sand, cold one in hand, sunset painting like God's own brand.
See, that's too good to be real Nashville. Really.
Country boys don't need no tan lines, man. Just a beachside fire and a hometown band. And I wrote that. And the good news is that I got in the studio with the boys this morning.
Oh.
And we were able to slap this thing together. And so you guys get the real version of this. And pretty excited what we were able to do. And if we had more time, we could have made it sound a little better. I wanted to go a little more upbeat with it, but I like what we did here.
Truck backed up right to the shoreline.
Got some Aldine sounding to it, I think.
Cooler rattling, old songs humming soft. Koozie print from my high school team.
See, that's really good.
Salt on my neck and the day paid off. Toes in his sand, cold one in hand, sunset painted like God's own brand. Country boys don't need no tan lines, man, just a beachside fire and a hometown band.
See there?
Yeah, life don't get much better than this. Yeah, life don't get much better than this. Your ball cap turned back, hair
No joke, you could sell this.
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Like, just from a songwriter perspective, the hook on that chorus, really high quality.
That's solid stuff. I didn't really write all of it.
I know.
I'm not going to reveal my secrets.
We got every kind of rich we need. Toes in the sand, cold one in hand, sunset painted like God's own brand. Country boys don't need no tan lines, man, just a beachside fire and a hometown
It's
band.
right here.
Yeah, life don't get much better than this. Yeah, life don't get much better than this. Stars coming on one by one, smoke in the air, chasing off the day. If tomorrow never shows up, I'd still be more than okay. Toes in the sand, cold one in hand,
I'm
sunset
gonna be singing this
painted
all day in my head.
Yeah.
I really am.
Country boys don't need no tan lines, man.
Yes.
Beachside fire and a hometown band.
Earworms, you know.
Yeah.
Don't get much better than this.
I'm going to I think the goal is to have an entire Spotify playlist of songs that I've done and have that on the party mix in my house. So when people come over, like, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you haven't heard that yet?
Mm-hmm.
And just, I'm going to have a whole list of them.
Do you have a stage name?
No, I'm not. I'm more of the writer. I'm not a singer.
What's
JP Productions. I like
What's
that.
your middle name?
I don't like my middle name. I don't talk about it.
Okay.
It's Kurt. I don't like it.
Because I was thinking Peterson would be a really cool first name of like a Nashville guy. Like if your middle name was like James or something, like to be Peterson James.
Yeah.
Peterson Kurt.
Peterson Kurt. No,
that really
it doesn't have a nice ring to it.
You could be Peter's son.
No, I don't like that. I just think I'm going to stick with my. I'll just be the JP Productions, and we'll get other people to sing it. Yeah, I think that would sound good as an Aldine
Mr. Worldwide.
song. Yeah. Christy says, I love that song. I would buy it. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to put it on the morning show Spotify, and you guys can just listen to it anytime you want.
That's seriously, that was really
morning show Spotify. I have, some people know what I use to do that. Some people don't, and I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to reveal my secrets. It makes me look like I don't work as hard, but the internet is an amazing place. But I did write the verse. I did write that, but it helped me fill in the rest of the song. So I was like, I wrote this little part here, just rhyme it up a little bit. Now, you think that it's good, okay? But then somebody like, I don't know if you know who Adam Craig is, but he's been down at the Dusty Elam Foundation to sing before, and he's coming back this year. and he sings some of the stuff that he writes, and I'm like, this is amazing. This guy, and he's had some number one hits, and he's had some that just haven't made it, and he's had some Aldean songs, some others, and but he sings some. I think he just had one that Dylan Scott did that was really good, but I still don't think you can replace people, man. I mean, I'm telling you, they write some pretty good stuff. Are you a AI person?
Yes.
We're going to talk about that when we come back. I want to talk about that. We got birthdays when we come back as well. You're listening to The Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios.
We're your friends. We're your neighbors. Locally owned and
Holly would like it. Let's see here. Birthdays next. I got celebrities. See where Holly is at. Looks like she is parking at BNA, so she got an hour and 50 minutes before she takes off. She should be good. She's not checking no bags, just carry on stuff, so she should be fine, I would think.
Yeah, and like Joe McCamey is the kind of guy that likes to be like early for everything.
Oh, I want to be early.
But for some reason, going to the airport is the thing that he's like, "Oh, we'll get there."
Well, because he's got the TSA whatever. We don't. We don't fly often. The last time we flew commercial was 2018, I think. I mean, we flew.
That was a very last time we flew commercial was.
Well, we flew to Orlando because we were getting on a bus to go to Port Canaveral to get on a cruise ship for Christmas for the kids. It was their Christmas present that year. We took a 6-day cruise at Christmas, which was fun instead of doing presents. But I can remember it because it's the year before we built our house, so I can kind of. But we flew with Leslie down to Gulf Shores 2 Christmases ago for a basketball tournament, but we don't. It is birthday time on the morning show. Call in those birthdays, 728-1320 or 728-3526. At the end of the day, we draw for a delicious slice of mouth-watering, amazing, perfect, awesome birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. You like pie, Robbie?
You had me at pie.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Yesterday's winner was Aiden Van Winkle.
Oh,
yeah. He's an offensive lineman. He can eat that pie.
he can eat a pie.
Sunday's winner was Olivia Evans, Gig, and Saturday was Marilyn Carroll. We have birthdays for today. Call in those birthdays.
I'd like to have a pie eating contest with Aiden. Wonder who'd win.
I don't know. That could be fun to watch. It'd be fun to watch. I feel like the veteran and the new guy,
Yeah.
Give me a drum roll on this Monday. Or no, it's not Monday. Tuesday, the 14th. Jackson Vernon has a birthday today.
Boy.
Yes. Also, Madison Pruitt has a birthday. Janet Thornton has a birthday today as well. And that's all the locals I have so far, but you can add to that list anytime today at 728-1320. All right, y'all. Celebrities. Sorry, this is usually Holly's job. This is where we freak out here. Because Holly does this and she's not here today. So I'm having to do it. All right. So sometimes she does impersonations and the other person has to guess, which is me, what they are. But the problem is with Hollywood, I don't know how to do most of them because I don't know them. I'm not a Hollywood person. So I'm just going to give you some random ones. This guy recently passed away. Not in the Hall of Fame, probably should be in the Hall of Fame. Baseball player.
Pete Rose?
Pete Rose. Yeah. He would have had a birthday today. The late Pete Rose. Skylar Samuels. Who's that?
No idea.
No clue. I'm getting some of these things and I just do not know who they are. Loretta Lynn, the late Loretta Lynn, would have had a birthday today. She passed away in 2022. Morning show.
Hi, can I add one more birthday to the list?
Always. What is the name?
Carol Vernon. She's 80 today.
Carol Vernon is 80 today.
Yes, Jackson's grand.
Okay, and they got the same birthday. How about that? That's cool. All right, got it down. Carol Vernon, happy birthday to Carol. Studio audience, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jalen Williams is a basketball player.
Yeah. I just Googled. Is apparently today Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah, well, I had her next.
I was going to say if you have your sound queued up, you're
yeah. That's it's from Ferris Bueller, isn't it?
Yeah. Growing up, wasn't she Buffy?
Yes, she was Buffy. Mm-hmm.
Affected me as a child.
Yeah. A lot of things I saw as a child affected me, but that's really about it. I don't see anybody else high up on the celebrity totem pole. We were talking about this a little before the break. We were talking about songwriting. Before we go into it, I have to remind you, this is now Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. If you're looking to get into the home of your dreams, you need the right finance team on your side, and that should not be stressful, and it's not with Heather Phillips and her team. Over 60 years of experience of helping people just like you, whether you're first-time home buyers or it's old hat, they know how to help. Find them at 1300 MacArthur Street. They're right across from Markham's and online at newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317, equal housing lender. Okay, so AI, are you an AI person? Because we were talking about songwriting. Robbie said he's an AI guy.
Yeah.
What's your go-to AI?
I use ChatGPT, but like for
the paid version?
Yeah.
Okay, and you like it?
I like it a lot.
Because it lies to me.
Well, so I've
called it several times, just making stuff up, making it up.
So I took a couple of I've dumped, for example, we took a course on AI, and I dumped literally probably almost 2,000 emails into my ChatGPT. I dumped some copies of sermons I've done and things, and it just learned my voice. And so now it's really interesting. Like when I go, I'll speak. I try and not type often, and I'll just I use Whisper Flow, and I'll say, hey, I want to write a blah, 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 and it'll just now spit out.
So if you get correspondence from Robbie, there's a chance it's not really from Robbie.
There's not a chance. There's 100% chance it's at least gone through ChatGPT just to make sure, because sometimes, you come across a little harsher than you want.
Yeah.
And,
I've used it to form emails before when I wasn't sure, because I could come across very direct.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I don't, and I don't really, it's an email. But I don't want to be a jerk.
Right.
But Holly would say different. But I don't know. I just hey, soften this up a little bit, please.
And I'm the opposite. I'll sometimes, beat around the bush too much, and I'm get to the point.
Yeah. But I feel like I should have used Gemini more.
Yeah.
Because I have my work email is through Google, and we have the paid Google plan, and the Gemini comes with it, and it's attached to your email. I probably should just use Gemini because it knows everything about me, and Google probably knows what time of day I, wash my clothes. But I don't. For whatever reason, I always go to ChatGPT to type in things and get responses. And
it's
I do like to brainstorm with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
I'll be like, hey, what about? And I don't. Now we have a worker that works with us. Her name's Katie, a different Katie than yours. She's younger, and she's probably 23. And she very anti any AI. She's very much, you need to learn to think critically on your own. You should not use that, that kind of thing. And she's very, very smart and very good at her job. So I'm like, well, maybe but the older I get, the more the lazier I am. And I'm like, I'll just let ChatGPT do it. It's probably dangerous, but I don't know. I just, I do like to brainstorm with it.
I was talking to Mr. Barnard's class at Westwood the other day, and I know the tech department has locked down AI in the schools, which I understand
because they'll be writing on pages. Right. I mean, I'd be like, hey, write my English paper, please. Thank you.
But there was a young lady I was talking to about small business, and she wants to do cosmetology. And so I just pulled out my GPT and I was like, hey, I'm talking to this young lady. She wants to do cosmetology, come up with, and I talked through basically what does she need to, look for as starting a small business? What are 5 things that she should focus on? And give us a 90 day, 180 day, and 1 year, 5 year benchmarks and all that stuff, and it just spit all that stuff out. So it's a lot of stuff that I could do clearly on my own, but how much time would it have taken for me to do that?
And then so I am, and this is where my ADD gets me. I like to get in there and like to brainstorm with it. I'm like, give me an idea for this, and it can come up with some really cool stuff. And then and a lot of times I will take. It's really great for radio commercials if you give it good prompts. If you just don't give it hey, write me a 30-second commercial on this, you don't get anything good. Some people think it's good. I mean, no, it's not good. But it's very helpful if you give it good prompts. But what's happened to me is it gives me this long response.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the long responses. What happens is I'll skim it. I'm just like, it's too much. And then I get to the end and it asks me a question. Well, what do you think about this and this? And then I'll answer it. And then it gives me another one. And all of a sudden, I have gone down a rabbit hole on ChatGPT for an hour on some certain topic that I didn't really intend. I was looking for something quick and I didn't get that. So that's the battle that I fight with it.
Yeah. And it's, you're exactly right.
Because I love to brainstorm with it.
Prompting is super important because, it's like the course I took, they said, if you had these, access to the smartest person, like if you had Albert Einstein at your disposal, would you not ask them a few questions about something? And that's basically what you have. It's smarter now than anyone you know.
Yeah. Although it will lie.
Yeah.
I asked it one time. Holly's not listening, so I can admit this now. I asked it one time to grab my reels for 2 reels and a fake. I very rarely do that, but I was in a hurry and I was like, hey, get me 2 real country music songs that are on this theme. And it gave me 2 songs and gave me artists. It was like, here is blah, blah, blah by, what's that guy that's a country artist, but he's not, and he got lost in his own land? Kane Brown.
Oh, yeah.
So Kane Brown and, I don't know, Kenny Chesney or something. I'm like, okay, these are bad. And there's like, this is not very good. I've never heard of those. Well, I go to pull up the actual song because I like to have the real song ready and I cannot find it. And I Google it and that it doesn't exist. And I was like, hey, and then I get mad at it. I'm like, hey, and sometimes I may say bad words at ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, listen, bleepity bleep. Did you make that up?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you got me. I was like, what? You got me. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean you got me? I don't like that. So now
I will
I'm
ask
a little
it to
hesitant.
give me sources, by the way.
Okay, source it.
Yeah.
And so I probably need to learn, the right way to use it. That's just we're given this tool without really any training.
Do you think so? Katie makes fun of me because, like, I'll at night I'll say, hey, hey Siri, please turn on the flashlights, so I can see something. And I'm like, hey Siri, please turn off the flashlight. And I'll say, thank you very much. And Katie makes fun of me for thanking my Siri.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If it depends on the mood I'm in, I'd probably say thank you too. I don't know. But because I can get cranky with them real quick.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said this, and I get very frustrated. But I'm just curious to how much AI you introduce.
Yeah, we use it. I mean, and it's wild too. And in the pharmacy world, AI has become a really big thing. Like there's certain, like for example, certain tasks that a computer is just going to be better at than a person. So how can we let the computer do computer things?
Yeah.
And let the person be having conversations. So.
Yeah, that makes great sense. All right, we got more morning show. Just a little AI discussion. Morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage coming up at 8:30. We have got Swap and Shop at 9 o'clock. It's the Rick Burgess show. At 12, it's the Vince show. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, News and Grooves of Billy and Brian. And then tonight we got middle school soccer. That's my first time to get to see those guys. The way the schedule has fallen this year, the People's Bank and Trust Hometown Sports Series, 5:30. I've got Coffee Middle School Soccer. So you guys, be sure to tune in for that. And we'll have Coffee Middle on the air today. You are listening to The Morning Show.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
728-1320, Tony. Yeah. Holly said traffic was awful.
Yeah. What about like self-driving cars? Where you at on that?
No, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I hate driving.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if I can drive down to the beach or something, and I don't have to drive, because I'm the one who drives.
Right.
You know how much stuff I could get done?
Yeah.
If I didn't have to drive?
Mm-hmm.
Like 7-hour trip back from the beach, if I could do some work, I could get stuff knocked out, be great, but I'm driving. And then when I get home, I'm tired because mentally you're kind of shot after driving that long.
Yeah, dude.
I know that truck drivers do it. My grandpa was a truck driver for 50 years. Yeah. And, he would drive, Texas, California, Missouri, all over the place. He'd be gone all week, come back on the weekends. And I'm just like, how do you drive that much?
How do you stay focused?
Yeah, he was good at it. He did. And then even once he retired and was done, he still drove like a day truck for Summerville Grain. He was hauling to Gunnersville or wherever they went. Mm. And I just I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't like driving an hour.
I always drive too, and it's just like,
Well, I also want to live, so I will drive. I will choose to drive because I want, My favorite thing, what Holly does is, there'll be a car braking half a mile ahead of me, and she's up here in the passenger seat, and leaning back and hand braking. I'm like, what is your problem? Thunder Radio.
Hey, this still doing the birthdays?
Yeah, you can give me a birthday.
Okay.
Who you got?
JP Linder.
JP Linder today?
Yeah, he's 24 today.
JP Linder.
Yes.
That's 24. Oh, got him down.
Nephew.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
so it's like the what's her name? Timber, that song.
Timber.
Every time I hear somebody's last name Linder, like that's I want to sing like "Happy Birthday, JP Linder."
It's Pitbull and Kesha.
Okay.
I think it's it Kesha.
Yeah.
But I can't. If Holly drives, we'll never get there. She drives 62 miles an hour on the interstate. Slow. But yeah, self-driving cars. I'm all about that. Have you seen the new freaking drones that you can sit in and fly around? I mean, I'm like, they call them flying cars. Why do you call it a flying car? It's not a car. If it's a flying car, I feel like it can land and then drive.
Right.
This is a aircraft, but they're pretty cool. They're expensive, but they are pretty cool. I hope that by the time I'm like, stuff gets cheaper.
Yeah.
Like the first flat screen TV I bought, 32 inches. I paid $600 for that. And you can go get a 32-inch flat screen TV today for $50.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they come down in price because I want one. I want one so bad. They're going to have to regulate that. I'm not a big fan of government regulation at all, but you have to have no special license to get in this thing.
No, yeah.
It is a light commercial, and you can just fly. And I'm like, people are going to be everywhere in this thing. They're going to hit my tower out here. We're going to have to do something. You have to get a license. There's no license required. You can just fly it. And I'm like, well, but the government's a little behind there, but they're going to have to regulate that a little bit. You're going to have to be at least pass a course to fly it. But I've seen some videos on Facebook where, this guy flew it to work, took off from his house, and it only has about 30 minutes of flight time. But once the battery is too low to fly, it'll land itself. Like it won't just drop out in the sky and you fall down.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes. Like,
well, you can, as the crow flies, you can get pretty far. No red lights, no roads that go out of the way. I mean, you're just going straight there. So I'm excited for that. I would have one of those. I would like if it was a 2-seater. So me and Holly, she would never go with me, but I would like to have that option because I'm just going to fly to the basketball game.
Right.
I
would
over at the high school and instead of driving, and she can drive if she likes. So it's so much easier to just fly somewhere. But I like to see better battery life on that. But they still can't get good battery life on cars.
Right.
Have you driven one like a battery power, full battery EV?
No, I rode it. So Joe's got one of the Ford Lightning trucks.
Okay, it's the Ford Lightning I got to drive.
Yeah.
They stopped making them.
Yeah.
But they had one up here in Al White. Somebody had bought one. I don't know, a dentist or a doctor, somebody. It wasn't Joe. And they hadn't picked it. They weren't ready to pick it up for the next week. And my truck was getting worked on. They're like, you can drive that Lightning. And they were like, go take it on the interstate. Oh my gosh.
It's got some get up and go.
Get that thing to 100 before you get to the end of the on-ramp.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just like instant.
Yeah, he told me, he's like,
it's a drug. It's a drug.
Yeah.
And I was like, because Holly's not intrigued by this. She doesn't care to go fast. And I'm like, well, I do. I'm a boy and I want to go fast.
And it's so quiet.
I loved it. But I mean, I think the range on them was just so low. And then it was like, oh yeah, towing, you can tow 350 miles. Then like 2 months later, like, well, 350 miles minus 200. You can go that far if you're towing. And if you tow it up a hill, minus another 50.
Yeah.
So.
No, I was looking the other day at like, it'd be cool to have like a Tesla or the Rivian. I actually really think looks really cool.
I want a Cybertruck.
SUVs. Yeah.
I mean, people are like, they look dumb. No, they look cool. I want that.
My life be like, yeah.
Hey, it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Last couple minutes. Robbie, thanks for filling in today.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
For Holly. And if you guys liked Robbie great, because he's going to be back tomorrow. If you didn't like Robbie, tough, because he's going to be back tomorrow. Sarah will be on, Dr. Sarah Adams will be on Thursday as a guest co-host. She's going to do great. And then Holly will return on Friday, and we'll be back on the show. So a guest co-host this week. We did get an update from Holly. She did make it to the airport. So she's at the airport working her way through security, and will be on her way to New York. We will check in with her tomorrow morning as part of the show, and we will get her on. She's pumped about getting up there and getting all of her I Heart New York things. Yeah. So she's going to go up there and take Barbara Shimwell, and we're excited. She's been instructed to take video of the entire trip, because I know that
it's a content gold mine.
Yes, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of content. So we're looking forward to that, and we'll get updates. But hopefully safe travels, and then we'll talk to her tomorrow morning on the morning. I want to get her on video over on the cameras. The way our setup is here, I can't, if I put her on video on the cameras, that sound doesn't come back to radio. It's downline over here. So we may do a video check-in with her during a commercial break, and just for the video, folks, so you guys can see what she's up to. But we will try to do a phone call for everybody to get a chance. All right, Robbie, any parting thoughts for the day?
No, look, I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of, I'm actually just wanting to throw down the challenge to Sarah Adams. You have 2 days to prepare yourself to come in and try and do better than Robbie. This is like the only time in life I may be able to beat her at something.
Yeah. Well, the idea was, what we want to do now, it's probably not in your schedule, but we want to launch a Saturday morning show.
Yeah.
Where we have like a 1 hour, and those people will be our fill-ins if we can't be here.
Yeah.
So if y'all know anybody out there who would be interested in such activities, let me know.
Sounds awesome.
Robbie would be great, but he's a busy guy. And Sarah probably good too, but she's busy. And then all of a sudden it'd be the pharmacy hour. So I don't want that either.
Talking drugs.
Talking drugs on Thunder. That'd be a whole new thing. Not drugs, but kind of addictive like drugs is the food at the Mercantile. 723-2491. Call in and talk to them about their carryouts and their special order baked goods and their catering. You got spring, summer weddings, parties, things like that. Give our friends at the Mercantile a call. 723-2491.
When choosing where your car goes for repair, choose Manchester Tire and Brake, located on Hillsborough Boulevard, just across from the post.
I'm all about them transitions, buddy. Sometimes you go into one thinking it's going to work, and it's like, that probably wasn't appropriate or good at all. All right, Dr. P. Dr. P, he's busy. Leanne, you can't just be signing him up to be a morning show host. He's a coach and a surgeon. I can't be filling in for my fill-ins because he's got surgery. Sorry, I'm doing surgery this morning.
Unity Medical Center studio. You could be like live from Unity
Live
Medical
from
Center.
the operation room.
Yeah.
We've got Dr. Vantley.
We're scrubbed in here.
I think this is a HIPAA situation. I don't know. At a certain point. All right. See y'all. Y'all have a good old day. Talk to you tomorrow.